Shabbat Shalom. Welcome everyone. Please come on in. Welcome to another Shabbat service. Today we're going to have the Shabbat Singers who've been working very hard all week to help lead a prayer for you. So they'll be here in just a moment. And we're also going to be sharing some beautiful pictures and stories about heroes in our community and the amazing things they're doing at this time. So we want to have another beautiful Shabbat together. To get that started, I'll ask Jacob Kraus, our artist in residence, to lead us in Hine Ma Tov U'Manayim. Please, as always, raise your voices right after him.
How good, it is to be together. How good it is to be together. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is to be together. How good it is to be together. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is to be together. How good it is to be together. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Good job. Love you.
Love you.
You know, people ask me how I'm doing. And I say that I've never been so busy, so stressed, and so bored all at the same time. But you know, Shabbat has really helped. We look forward to these Shabbat services so much each week. It gives us a structure and also helps us to connect. And we've started a new tradition, thanks to this magic box. Each week we light Shabbos candles with our children spread out over the country. I don't know if you can see them, but there's Ariella and her fiance Josh. They just sent out their unsave the date announcement. We have our grand dog, Maple, and Jesse and Mariana. And there is Zoe with her boyfriend. And yes, I did just announce in front of 1,000 people that Zoe Yedwab has a boyfriend. Hi, Judge. Good Shabbos. And there's always one additional guest. And if you look really closely, you can see her. Here she comes. Please help us welcome the Sabbath bride. Shabbat Shalom.
Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nikabela Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom,
challenging as these last few weeks of quarantine have been, there have actually been a few perks to have come from it. For example, I've always bemoaned the fact that my family is running in 20 different directions. And in these last weeks, we have actually sat down to dinner as a family every single night. And we've been Zooming with my family across the country, something I have always wanted to do and never found the time. And we are finally getting organized. One pile to keep, one pile to donate, and one pile to throw away. It feels so good. And what I see people doing out there in the world right now, I am simply inspired. From chalk rainbows on the sidewalk to feeding our frontline heroes, from mask making to toy drives for children's hospitals. You inspire me. You lift me up. You make me feel so good, such that it fills my entire being. It feels like my soul is expanding. And so I encourage each one of us to find something that lifts us up, that makes our spirits soar, to get up on our feet, to do something to make even just a small difference in our community. And so let's start now. Get up, stand up. All you have to do is rise for the Baruch Hu.
We join together in our call to worship. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch et Adonai, Amevora, Baruch Adonai, Amevora, Amevora leolam vaed, Amevora, Amevora leolam vaed.
I'm sitting outside today because I'm listening to nature around me, hearing the birds sing, and it occurs to me that we don't do a lot of listening in our regular lives. Especially in this moment of time where things seem to be a little quieter, a little more introspective, I've been thinking about people who are listening to the needs of others. A friend of mine, Dr. Richard Kaiden, is involved with a program called Detroit to Nepal, D2N. And while they typically do work with the neediest populations in the Himalayas, his current work is in our own city of Detroit, helping people by bringing food security to those in the greatest need here in our community. He's involved with so many projects that are connecting suburban Detroiters to the neediest in our city. And by listening to those needs and responding immediately, he's bringing a sense of hope for their future. And so at this moment in our service, we stop for a moment of Shema, a time when we listen and recognize that by listening, we connect ourselves to the divine in the world, to our God.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Baruch Shem Kivod, Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kivod, Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated as we continue with Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'derech, uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot ben einecha, uchetavetam al mezuzot beitecha, Uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem emet.
We all had at least one teacher who impacted our lives in a truly meaningful way. A teacher who told us that we were more talented than we thought, who was there for us when we were down to lift us up. There are many heroes during this time, but I believe none more important than our teachers. We're touching the lives of our children and our grandchildren. Teachers who in a moment learn new skills, new ways to relate to their students. Teachers who took the time to drive in caravan to see their students so they would not feel forgotten. Thank you to our teachers who are leading children one day at a time through a sea of challenge on their way to a land where soon they will see them sitting together in a classroom. Micha Mocha, who are like you, the teachers we respect and admire.
These weeks are exhausting. Between working and taking care of kids and cleaning and cooking and just worry, it's a lot. It's a lot for all of us. And yet each week we hear amazing stories of inspirational heroes truly doing godly work as they make a difference in the lives of others. But on this Shabbat, we do a different kind of work. We do the work of our soul as we connect to and deepen our relationship with God. So on this Kabbalat Shabbat, I need to take a big deep breath in and let it out, as we let go of the exhaustion of the week and embrace the peacefulness, the sacredness of this Shabbat as a day that we set apart from the rest of the week. So on this Shabbat, as we sing together the words of the Vishamru, remembering our covenant with God, our promise to keep this Shabbat, I hope that we can find inspiration in the great works that others are doing, and to be inspired on this Shabbat to find a moment to rest, to pray, and just to be.
Shabbat, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל,
Please rise for the avot, if it's comfortable, on page 68 in our prayer books. Adonai, sefatai tiftachu fi agid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sahara, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, Elyon, Komel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chastei Avot V'imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Chozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor leolam Adonai, mechaye hakol ata rav lehoshia, mechalkel chaim bechesed, mechaye hakol verachamim rabim, somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, ומקיים אמונתו לישני העפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently.
עושה שלום,
עושה שלום,
ועם רומא,
עם רומא,
יעשה שלום,
יעשה שלום,
עלינו,
עלינו,
ועל כל ישראל,
ועל כל ישראל,
ואימרו,
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 אמן. עושה שלום,
עושה שלום,
ועם רומא,
עם רומא,
הוא יעשה שלום,
יעשה שלום,
עלינו,
עלינו,
ועל כל ישראל,
ועל כל ישראל,
ואימרו,
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 אמן. May the one who makes peace grant peace to us, to Israel and all the world. May the one who makes peace grant peace to us, to Israel and all the world. עושה שלום,
עושה שלום,
ועם רומא,
עם רומא,
הוא יעשה שלום,
יעשה שלום,
עלינו,
עלינו,
ועל כל ישראל,
ועל כל ישראל,
ואימרו,
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 אמן.
Misha Berach is a powerful prayer. And so as we gather the strength of our community to send our prayers for healing to the people we love, I'd also like for us to offer this prayer for healing, for protection, for the people on the front lines, keeping us safe, keeping us healthy, often at risk to themselves. And so I offer this prayer for healing by Rabbi Ayelet Cohen. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all those who put themselves at risk to care for the sick, physicians and nurses and orderlies, patient transporters, hospital cleaning staff and security guards, technicians and home health aides, EMTs and pharmacists who navigate the unfolding dangers of the world every day to tend to those they have sworn to help. Bless them in their coming home and bless them in their going out. Ease their fear, sustain them. Source of all breath, healer of all beings, protect them and restore their hope. Strengthen them that they may bring strength. Keep them in health that they may bring healing. Help them know again a time when they can breathe without fear. Bless the sacred work of their hands. May this plague pass from among us speedily and in our days. As we join together in our prayer for healing, Choneni.
to my soul. Please make my body whole. Kium lalani refaeni kiniv halu atzamai. We know you hear our cry. Honeni, reach out with your right arm. Honeni, oh God, how long? Kium lalani refaeni, for none but you can satisfy. We know you hear our cry. Honeni,
Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion is Tazria. If you can believe it, Tazria talks about skin rashes and how if you get a skin rash, you have to isolate yourself for a certain period of time. Now, we've read this portion for thousands of years, but I think we are feeling it most acutely right now as we are in a similar situation. We may or may not have coronavirus, but we are all isolated for the same reason that someone with Tazria was isolated, in order to protect the community. And I think isolation thousands of years ago is just as difficult as it is today. No one wants to be isolated from their family or from their community. It hurts and it's hard. And so that's why I reached out to you to hear about who your heroes are right now. What are you doing to make this time better? I needed a little bit of a pick-me-up, and you definitely picked me up. So let's talk about it. What is everybody doing? It's great. First and foremost, simple things. You're buying flowers. You're bringing color into your homes. And coloring with sidewalk chalk. There's an amazing movement going on nationally where people are sending uplifting messages through sidewalk chalk on their driveways. Temple Israel, you are eating dinner together. You're eating dinner together as a family, and you're not rushed. So many of you said that you have loved cooking together and sitting down for a meal. And one person even commented that she sees this as a gift. Even in the middle of this crisis, she found a gift. And that's in sitting down and eating together as a family. Walking. Temple Israel, you have put on 1,000,000 miles. We have people walking their neighborhoods, walking the trails, walking metro parks. You are finding relief in movement and nature. There's an ancient philosopher who said that God was natura naturans, nature naturing. And what that basically means is we see and understand and mingle with God when we are in nature. So when we take our walks, we are walking with God. You're finding hope in first responders, but not just the medical first responders. You're finding hope and so much gratitude for postal workers, shelf stockers, the people who collect our garbage. You are finding hope in teachers. And comically, for those of you who are teachers, a bunch of you have told me that no amount of education is helping you educate your own child. But teachers are our heroes right now. They're helping our kids get through the year. So let's talk about what else has uplifted you. Calling family and friends and reconnecting, and again, not in a rushed way, but really in taking the time. Tzedakah, you have found organizations that are helping not only our frontline workers, but our communities, our world, our Jewish community, to make sure that we all make it through this crisis together. You're having fun with puzzles and podcasts and you're praying. People have said, I wasn't a person who prayed. I wasn't a person who would join in on a service. We love sharing Shabbat with you. We love sharing Minyan with you. We love our Misha Berach Mondays where you send us names of people who are in your heart, who you are praying for healing. You have found a portal to prayer, and we couldn't be more thrilled to be in that with you. And thank you to everyone who said that the rest of our programming has also been uplifting and a source of light. We're having a good time creating programming, and if you have any suggestions, please just let us know. So on this Shabbat, as we understand how it feels to be isolated, let's celebrate all those gifts that we have found during this isolation. There's a poem that I would like to share with you. I was lucky enough to do a bris baby naming for a beautiful baby boy over Zoom, and the parents requested that I find reading a poem that explains that you can find beauty in the middle of a crisis like the one we're living in now. And so I'd like to share it with you. It is understood that the beauty of the rainbow does not negate the storm. When a rainbow appears, it does not mean that the storm never happened or that we are not still dealing with it. It means that something beautiful and full of light has appeared in the midst of the clouds. Storm clouds may still hover, but the rainbow provides a counterbalance of color, energy, and hope. Temple Israel, we are counting on each other to find those points of color and light and hope. May we continue to go from strength to strength. Shabbat Shalom.
We have come from near and far to raise our voice in song. And the more we join in the refrain, the more we feel strong. Chazak, Chazak, v'nitchazek.
There is a power in this place and time. It shapes the rest of our lives. For when we return each year, we find a truth we can't deny. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, Chazak, v'nitchazek. Chazak, Chazak, v'nitchazek.
As we sing, we link ourselves to those who came before, and we're one with all those yet to come. Our strength, it will endure. Be strong and let us strengthen one another. Be strong, let us celebrate our lives. Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Chazak, Chazak.
Be strong, let us strengthen one another. Be strong,
And now, announcements from our temple president, Michael Curhan.
Shabbat Shalom. Remember me? I'm back. Temple knows how hard it must be for parents with younger children at home, especially during this COVID crisis. Boy, do I remember those days.
The following is a dramatization based on real events.
Girls, dinner's ready.
Wow, Dad, we didn't know you could cook.
Girls, aren't you forgetting something?
Thanks for the reminder, Dad.
For more reminders, please join us this Wednesday as Rabbi Kaluzny hosts a virtual class on parenting through a pandemic with child psychologist Dr. Dan Klein. And now, if you're able, please rise for the Elena.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotze breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We turn now to the task of memory, and surely this week has been a week of memory. As on Monday night, we observed Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Memorial Day. In years past, our brotherhood has handed out yellow candles for us to light in memory of those who perished in the Holocaust. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible this year, and so we invite you to light any candle that you may have at home in memory of the 6 million. I would also like to read a poem provided by the men of Reform Judaism as you light your candle. We light this yellow candle to rekindle God's flame, to shine God's light upon the world once again, to sanctify the memories of the millions of souls, to honor their prayers and all their lost goals. We bless their existence by being alive, to light this yellow candle as proof we survived. As we remember the 6 million, we also remember those in our own community, those who've died in recent days in the period of Shloshim. We remember Jack Anstandig, Lawrence Auslander, Joanne Gray Bell, Stan Beltzman, Diana Bensman, Fira Berman, Dr. Bert Bez, Judge Jerome Blum, Alfred Bricker, Fred Cohen, Richard Cole, Lynn Cooper, Chicky DeWaskin, Sarah Engel, Rabbi Daniel Fogel, Dr. Jeffrey Foreman, Michael Goldfein, Faye Goldman, Flo Goldman, Paula Greenberg, Sadie Hamer, Bernard Hammer, Esther Hammer, Diane Hauer, Gerald Ingber, Rachel Ingber, Carol Kaplan, Phyllis Bloomfield Fielding Clayfat, Miriam Constantine, Frank Katinsky, Annette Leckart, Florence Levinson, Jerry Licht, Kella Aronoff Linklip, Roz Mermel, Carol Metzger, Rocco Mingheim, Russell Mitchell, Dr. Victor Moss, Zara Oken, Aaron Ostrovsky, Phyllis Pasner, Tanner Pontelandolfo, Harold Radin, Jane Raitt, Marion Rose, Sharon Gale Rose, Francis Rott, Margot Rubens, Deli Rikus, Coach Tony Sanders, Shirley Schreidel, Patricia Shanbaum, Barbara Sherman, Alice Briskin Scholler, Jacob Bernard Smith, Mort Stillman, Marvin Talon, Edwin Tarnopol, Mark Trorig, Aaron Ugranovsky, Juanita Victor, Florence Weber, Sheldon Weisberg, Dorothy Weissman, Dr. Stuart Wertheimer, Beatrice White, Jacqueline Wilanowski, and Gladys Zate. We also recall those who died at this time in years past, recalling the yardsites of Elsie Baghdad, Roberta Beeler, Ricky Berlin, Louis Blitz, Doris Beauchamp, Mark Britschke, Pearl Brooks, George Schutz, Robert Cooper, Morris Dickstein, Ray Dorfman, Bernard Greenberg, Bernard Bunny Grossman, Madeline Gruskin, Rose Harrison, Freya Isaacs, Norma Katz, Samuel Katz, Naomi Klein, Irene Koppelman, James Dwayne Krebs, Florence Lane, Marion Lieb, Emmanuel Leonard, Gertrude Lipset, Nathan Mallon, David Morris Peltz, Diane Rubenfire, Josephine Russell, Sharon Sitter, Jacqueline Uniton, Faye Wagner, Sidney Waldman, Morris Weintraub, Abraham Weitz, Henry Weitz, Diane Wenneker, Edith Wolgan, Shay Celia Ziff. Tehei Nishmotehem Sorot Bisrachayim. May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory. We turn now to the words of the mourner's Kaddish that we recite in their memory. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divra Chirute v'yamlich Malchute, B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uv'izman kari v'yamru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam omeomaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'amiran bi'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen.
Great to be with you again on this Shabbat and to be strengthened by the inspiring acts of love and compassion happening in our community. And so let's raise our voices one last time as our service concludes.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.